Good evening traders and welcome back to Trades FX. It is Sunday the 22nd of September 2024. It's a start of a new trading week and the markets have just opened. Traders, welcome back to the channel. Hope you've all had a wonderful weekend learning your craft. And traders, I've got a little bit of a potential trade entry here for you. Let's get into the charts and let's have a look and talk about exactly what I'm talking about here now. I'm here on the daily chart of the New Zealand dollar US dollar pair. Now, if you remember from the previous videos, traders, we entered this pair, okay, up in here. So as I hover over it, you can see we entered right near the top there, identified by the little red arrow that pops up when I hover over the top of that bar. So that's where we got in. And we rode price down. Let me just get my chart here. We rode price down into this bar here, and when I hover over that bar, you'll see the blue bar pop up to where we got taken out for 136 pips. Now, remember traders, what we're playing here. We're bearish this pair. We're looking for price to go down, okay, and we've already taken 136 pips out of the market. Now, look at what has happened to price since we got short. Price has pushed its way back up, and we're now butting up against the same level we were when we sold up in here. Now, for some reason, traders, TradingView hasn't triggered my break-even stop or my stop, basically, my stop loss. In my real account, the trade has certainly been closed out at this level, okay, but for some reason, TradingView hasn't. So for transparency, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to close out this trade because in my real account, that's actually been triggered. So let's do that now. Okay. And do I want to cancel trade? Yes, I do. Okay. Cancel, close position altogether. Okay. And there you see that the trade's been executed. And that's just me trying to keep it exactly the same as how my real account is working. So what does this mean now, traders? What does this all mean? We're already 136 pips up. We've been triggered. Price has come back up to our entry, taken us out. So what's the next play? The question I'm asking myself here is, has anything changed fundamentally? Has anything changed as far as the sentiment is concerned? And looking at what I'm looking at, I can't see any change. So what that actually means is I'm still bearish. Now, there's a couple of things I want to draw your attention to with this chart and in particular with this run up here. Okay. I want to draw your attention first of all to these wicks at the top of this level. And remember, all of this is the downward sloping trend line that we picked up on the monthly chart. And I want to draw your attention to what's going on in and around the top of this trend line again. Now guys, if I grab a vertical line and I go from here, hover above here, and I go up to this bar here, and then up to daisy, to this bar here, and I hover above this volume bar here, and I go from this volume bar here, let's just pull it up, and I go to this bar here. Now, why am I doing that, traders? Why am I actually showing you all of this? There's a third one in here. Let's grab that. All I'm doing here is I'm highlighting. Let me fatten this up. And I'm sorry that it's messy, traders, but it's just what it is. And what I'm actually highlighting here as I get my tool here is, look at this, traders, look at this volume here, how it's down, starts to build again around about here. But look at these three here, look at these three here, okay? Look how high the volume is in these 3 days, okay, in comparison to the rest of the sort of recent volume. Now let's get rid of all these vertical lines and let's show you what I think is going on here. Let's fatten this up now. What I think is happening here, okay, as price has approached the downward sloping trend line, activity's picked up, volume has picked up. However, price has not been able to break above, close above this line, this downward sloping trend line. There's a battle going on for the supremacy either above or below this trend line. Now, either there's buying going on at this level, okay, or the buying is being absorbed by the selling. I happen to think it's the latter. Because I'm bearish my sentiment and because I'm bearish my fundamentals, I happen to think that we may be in for another leg down. And hopefully, traders, it's going to be the leg that takes us down to the original second target in this trade here. Okay. Now remember, we've closed this out because in my live account that triggered. So that trade is over and done with. So what's the play here, traders? What's the play? Well, let me start to go down the time frames and let me start to look at now what's actually going on at this level. I've already showed you the volume. So let's now go to the 9-hour chart. Let's have a look and look at all the wicks up at this level, traders. It's phenomenal. And look now at the volume here on a 9-hour chart. As if you see, the volume now is dying off at this level. Are we seeing a lack of enthusiasm for higher prices at this level? Let's go down to the 6-hour chart. Again, a lot of wicks, and that bar there, this big push up here could be the penultimate high in this move here. 4-hour chart. Now, as I go into the 4-hour chart, I'm seeing something in this level here. I'm also seeing a pattern that I like in here, culminating at this level. You can't make this up, traders. So what am I looking for here? What am I looking for? Let's go down the time frames and let's see what I see. Okay, let's just fatten this up, and I've got now what I want to see. If I take my annotation tool and I just sort of talk to you about this sequence of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Hopefully the final higher high taking out this high. Okay. And what I'm now looking for, traders, is I'm looking for a lower low that breaks this sequence of higher highs and higher lows. Now, for it to do that, let's just change the color to blue for argument's sake. For price to break this sequence of higher highs and higher lows, I think there are two places where we could look for it, price to do that. This final high in here, just down below the market here, has created like a bit of a base. Okay. So price, we may look for price to come down, come back up and then sell off, but I'm more attracted by this level in here. This is what I'm looking for, traders. I'm looking for price from where we are to go below this level here, break these lows. Can you see these lows in here? Can you see them, traders? They're important lows, these. I'm looking for price to come down, break these lows, push back up into some level of resistance, maybe that level there, maybe something higher, maybe up in here, and then to sell off to the downside. That's what I'm looking for, traders. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab an alert. I'm going to put an alert at this level. Now, remember, traders, I don't know if price is going to push down here or not. I'm just playing the possibilities here. The probabilities, I mean, not the possible. Well, I'm playing both, aren't I? I'm playing the possibilities and the probabilities. Okay, so add an alert. And what's my alert? Hang on, that didn't quite work, did it? Let's get in here. Now, I like this one. I think this is more of a breakdown. Add an alert. If price crosses down through this level, okay, look for price to pull back into resistance. Some kind of resistance. And that equals potential. And it's all about potential at the moment, traders. And that equals a potential sell. And traders, that's it. I leave this trade alone. I don't do anything. I don't change my plan. If the sentiment changes, then maybe I'll change my view. But at this moment in time, I'm looking for price to come from where we are, break these lows up down in here. Let's make it a bit more realistic. Break these lows down in here. Maybe then work its way back up, traders. Maybe get to this level in here, maybe, and then finally sell off. That's what I'm looking for, traders. That's the model. That's what I'm looking for. And hopefully, if we do get to that sell-off, if we do get this, we're going down to this monthly level in here. Now, traders, I don't know if this is going to happen. This is just me creating a story around sentiment and fundamentals. But what I can tell you is for sure, traders, is that I'm shooting this video on Sunday, the 22nd of September, 2024. What I also can ask you is to come across and subscribe to this channel. Give your boy a like, give your boy some love, help this channel to grow and get out there. Traders, welcome to TradesFX, and I'll catch you all really, really soon. Take care, traders.